Hi everybody, hope you're all well, and we're getting ready for the full moon in Taurus, which is also a blue moon. A blue moon is when we have two full moons in 1 month. So, what's interesting with this full moon is that right at the exact time of this full moon is going to be October 31st. This is Eastern Standard Time, in the Virginia Beach location at 10:48 a.m. That's when the moon is going to be exactly full at 8 degrees and 38 minutes Taurus. So that's a scientific part. And how does that relate to you? Well, I listen to quite a few people that speak about the full moon, and I like this description the best. The full moon is like a huge magnifying glass out there in space because it magnifies what we already are. So it gets a good rap or a bad rap because if you're a lunatic, you're going to be a bigger lunatic and you'll get more attention. So we get to notice the crazies, especially people in law enforcement. They get to see the effects of the full moon on the mentally challenged. However, if you're a generous person, you're going to be more generous at this time. If you're emotional, you'll be more emotional. If you're calm and introspective, you'll be more calm, more introspective. So I hope that makes sense to you, and that's what the full moon is all about. Now, how come it relates that way to us as humans is because the moon affects the tides as well as humans, because we are so much water, like 3/4 water, and the brain is even more water than the body. So that's why the moon affects us, just like it affects the tides on Earth. So with the moon being in Taurus, Taurus has to do with things of the earth, things that we can feel, things that we touch, which has to do with money, possessions, things that we eat. All that materialistic stuff is Taurus. Any kind of possessions that we could have. So we're probably emotionally focused on that right now. And the sun, which is opposite, because a full moon is always the sun opposite the moon. The sun is in Scorpio. So Scorpio is that water sign, and it's very passionate, very powerful, and it goes into the depths of the unknown world and all the things that you don't want to talk about. That would be Scorpio energy. So there's a little opposition there. But what I'm looking at, to be specific, is the moon is right next to Uranus, which is the planet of unpredictability, sudden changes, and it's exact 8 degrees 41 minutes. You almost can't get closer to that. So I would expect very unexpected emotional uprises on Halloween, so be careful. And it also has a lot of angular aspects that have to do with supernatural and the unseen world out there. And it also reflects with the planet of Mercury. So we're going to have a lot of communication about these emotions. So basically, what I'm seeing in this overall chart on Halloween is a lot of emphasis with the stellium of Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn, which is deep, powerful, intense responsibilities and expansiveness. It could be in philosophy, and it could be in constraints and isolation, are going to affect us. And we may see lockdowns again. I wouldn't be surprised. And this all will come into play with our emotional stability or lack of stability because Uranus is right next to it. And we also have a little bit of energy from Gemini and our purpose, and that's about our communication. So I look at it as the censorship that we're all seeing, and maybe we're going to do something about how we view censorship and what we are free to view and what people could tell us that we can or cannot view. So that's the mini reading. If you need any more information, or you'd like to have a gallery reading party, or you want a private reading for yourself, you could always reach out to me on Messenger or telephone 757-513-7771. And I appreciate all your support. Until next week, have a good one. Take care.